Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords, eternally retold. Soul Calibur 2.
Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Arcade Assault. We are now halfway through our week leading up to EVO. Well, this will be the third of 5. And today... Hang on, I just want to double check this. Okay, we are on extremely hard mode, fantastic. And today, we are playing Soul Calibur 2. I did run through Weapon Master mode to unlock the remaining characters. I didn't get Lizard Man, and you can't play Assassin or Berserker in arcade mode, so don't worry about it. Which is why some of the characters have their alternate costumes available and stuff. But, well, we're going to be playing as Link. Because, well, we're playing the Gamecube version. So, pretty much, I did own this game as a kid, but I only ever had the PS2 version. So I've never actually played as Link in this game before. So, this could go very well, or it could be an absolute disaster. I'm kind of just, kind of pressing buttons so far and just seeing what I get. Kind of, you know, just kind of feeling out the process of just like, hey, do I know how to play a Link? Okay, so, okay, that's a solid kind of swing. That, oh no, that's a forward, forward 1, forward, forward 2 seems to be an overhead. And I imagine that either just does a good amount of, okay, it's a ground bounce. That is good to know. So yeah, basically, I'm doing this episode as Link, and I don't know if I will, but I might come back and do the rest. Like, I might come back and do the Xbox and the PS2 versions at some point, because obviously they have different unique characters. The Xbox version has Spawn, and the PS2 version has Heihachi, which technically, if I'm getting really pedantic about that, I would end up doing this game 5 separate times. I think, because I'd want to do one episode where it's just like, hey, this is a character that, like, just playing one of the base characters that I would be, you know, kind of familiar with, and would want to play normally. Okay, I just pulled out the bomb and I don't know how I did that. But yeah, I don't know how I would go about doing that. Because, obviously, there's the 3 unique characters. Technically, Necrid is exclusive to the console versions of this game. Because he just wasn't in the arcade version at all. Also, obviously, I never played this on the highest difficulty growing up. Like, the AI as Keelik right now is pulling out moves I have not seen before. Anyway, that is loss number 1. Honestly, I have a pretty good feeling that I can probably get through this without a massive amount of continues. But honestly, as long as I don't get a continue on stage 7, I think I'll be pretty happy with it. I mean, I say that, I'm just getting absolutely destroyed. Wow. Keelik is proving to be a problem. I think there maybe is something to be said about the fact that I cannot beat my main in any game, apparently. Like, I don't know why, but I always seem to struggle fighting my favourite characters. Like, it doesn't matter which game it is, this isn't even, like, just a fighting game problem. I always seem to struggle fighting my favourite characters. But hey, we did take a round, so always good to take a round, you know? Okay, also, I will just say, just in general about Soul Calibur, still remains undefeated in terms of throws. Like, Soul Calibur's throws are so cool, and you have 4 different ones. And, like, depending on where you do the grab from, I need to be a bit careful here, because, wait. Okay, perfect! Got him! I was a bit worried there, not gonna lie. Okay, that's a cute little detail. I like how it has the little jingle that you'd get when you open a treasure chest. As for when you win. That's a cute little detail. I like that. Well, that's a command grab. I'll be honest, I never understood Astaroth of when I was a kid. Probably because I didn't really... I don't know, I think it was just like, he is large man with axe. Like, I didn't know what his deal was, I didn't want to know, really, and I didn't really have the patience to, like, well, and I never really looked at his command list. I kind of just pushed buttons and hoped for the best. I mean, I say that, I'm still kind of just pushing buttons now with Link, so, you know, anything can happen. Okay, that was damage. That was a lot of damage. Actually, what other moves do I have? Okay, so if I hold that, I go into, like, a boomerang stance? Bomb stance. Okay. So, I'm quickly realizing I get, like, I must have moves, like, I must have an input that's just, like, pull the bomb, pull the boomerang and stuff. Okay, how do I do that? Okay. That was quarter circle back. Quarter circle back 1 gave me the kind of spin. Like, if nothing else, I want to win 1 match with that. Also, I should probably ramble on about Soul Calibur 2 itself. Soul Calibur 2 was when Talim was introduced. I think Raphael was also introduced in this one. But other than that, I don't... Was there any other new characters? Like, I know Astaroth was in 1. And I know Keelik was, Shanghua was, Maxi was. And then obviously you have a whole lot of the other ones. Oh, I think Cassandra was new. Because Cassandra is, I think she's like Sophia's sister? I don't know. I know there's some relation there. To be honest, my general knowledge of Soul Calibur as a whole kind of basically stops after 2. I played a little bit of 3 and a tiny bit of 4. And then I know that 5 was kind of in a weird spot where it had like all the kind of new generation characters. Where there was Patroclus and like, I think there was like Shanghua's daughter, and then like Keelik's son, who I think in lore was also like Shanghua's son, or something. I don't know. I don't know Soul Calibur lore. And then Lizard Man had wings, I think. And then Gro was a thing, and then Soul Calibur 6 happened, and 2B was there, and Geralt of Rivia was also there. Soul Calibur's kind of wild with its guest characters. Okay, I say that... Actually, Haomaru was also there. I mean, I say that like it's absolutely absurd, like, you know... Soul Calibur 4 just had Star Wars characters in it. Also, can I... there we go, perfect. Okay, we did manage to... Well, we got another win. So we are now up to, what, stage 6? Okay, we're up to stage 6, and stage 8 is the final stage. So we are making really solid time here. Like, I know that I'm not exactly giving the best display of Link. But, you know, that's probably to be expected when I've, you know, never played the character before. that was a lot of damage. But you know what? I think if I do this in less than 5 or 6 continues, I think I'll generally be pretty happy with it. To be totally honest, I remember the first time I saw Soul Calibur 2, it was in an arcade at one of the Disneylands. Actually, it might have been Disney World, even. I only ever got to go to Disney World once as a kid. You know, because the US is pretty far away from here. But yeah, and I remember seeing it in an arcade, and just in one of the arcades then, it was just like, Soul Calibur 2? What is Soul Calibur? I know Soul Blade. I'll just let this cutscene play out.
Watch quietly and learn.
Bold to say that to the hero of time, but okay. But yeah, I remember seeing that and just not knowing really what to think, because, like, well, what's this Soul Calibur thing? Like, I know Soul Blade, but I never knew Soul Calibur existed. So I assume, like, at the time, I think I assumed it was just, like, a regional, like, naming convention change, because I just didn't know Soul Calibur 1 had existed on the Dreamcast, because I never knew anyone who had a Dreamcast. And, yeah. As it turns out, I then played Soul Calibur 2 at home, because I got it on PS2 for pretty dirt cheap a bit later. And, yeah, as it turns out, Soul Calibur 2 is really good. Like, it is a fantastic fighting game. Like, genuinely, an all-time great. Perfect! Nice, we win. Also, I didn't bring any attention to it until now, but, like, the battle theme here, just being a nice little remix of the Legend of Zelda theme, is kinda really good. I like that a lot. Okay, so we are now up to the boss. Like, we're what, like 10 minutes in? I hope the seagulls outside didn't pick up on the audio there, because they were very loud. Also, you know what? Actually, before I ramble on about Inferno, I don't know why I remember this, but in the same arcade, I specifically remember seeing some, like, weird Star Trek rail shooter, and for the life of me, I don't think I ever saw that game again, and, like, part of me wants to believe I actually just made it up. Also, I kind of love how Inferno is just, like, this monster made of, like, you know, flesh, bone, fire, and, like, lightning, I guess. Okay, so he went from Nightmare to Cervantes, and we lose. Okay, that's what, 2 continues now. Honestly, I'm not too beat up about the idea of losing at, you know, the final boss. Also, well, we now have to fight so he's Mitsurugi for phase 1 here. But yeah, pretty much my general takeaway from Soul Calibur 2 as a kid was, this game is so cool. I can't play like 90% of the characters, but it's so cool. Okay, who's he now? He is Yun Sung. And okay, that didn't quite go as planned, but if I make the comeback here, I mean, it's still doable. We can still win. No, we can't. Okay, so that's 2 losses to Inferno, 3 total so far. But yeah, like, I played Soul Blade a lot. I never really played Soul Calibur, because, you know, well, the first time I actually played Soul Calibur was when I did the Arcade Assault episode on it. Soul Calibur 2, PS2 version specifically, is kind of like, that's kind of just like a core PS2 game for me. Like, it's just one of the ones that I always had. And, well, to this day, it still remains as probably one of my favorites. And, I mean, being one of the best fighting games on the PS2 is quite a high bar. Like, it is in some esteemed company, being right in there with, like, Tekken 5. But yeah, I played Soul Blade a lot. I now played Soul Calibur. I played Soul Calibur 2 a ton. And then I didn't really play 3, and I played a little bit of 4, then I haven't played 5 or 6. But anyway, now that that's done, now that we've defeated Inferno, I will just narrate the ending. And then, because, you know, well, Link's gonna get his ending. Link came to this world in order to defeat the evil which threatened Hyrule. After a long journey, Link finally succeeded in sealing away the terrible evil. In doing so, he not only saved his homeland from peril, but also maintained the tranquility of this world. Link then quietly left this world. A faint echo of his ocarina was all that remained. So, this is Ocarina of Time Link. So this is when he's, like, taken the Master Sword, it's 7 years later. So, assumably, this is just, like, him on a... Like, this is assumably just him on a side quest in the middle of Ocarina of Time. Because, spoiler alert for a 25-year-old game, at the end of the game, he gives the ocarina back to Zelda, and Majora's Mask starts, like, right after, as far as I'm aware. So basically, he must have just gone on a little side quest there, basically. Okay, since arcade mode didn't take quite as long as I thought it did, well, as long as I thought it would, I'm going to do a quick run of Team Battle mode as well. So basically, in this one you pick up to 3 characters, and you just kind of run through a shorter arcade mode. It's 5 stages with 3 opponents on each stage. So, let's see, who do we want to play? I'm going to run Nightmare, specifically with his third costume, which technically makes him Siegfried, but whatever. I'll run Cassandra, and I will... Actually, no, wait. I'll put Cassandra first, and then I'll put Xianghua, and then I'll put Nightmare last, because I feel most confident playing Nightmare. So, stage 1, we have Yunsung, Mitsurugi, and Maxi to deal with. To be totally honest, maybe I should have done the extra Team Battle mode, but... because basically, as you go through Weapon Master mode, you unlock more weapons for your characters, and they'll have different stats, like higher reach. Like, some will have higher reach, some will have lower reach, some might do some damage between guard, but some might do chip damage on guard, and others will do I think some will, like, give you buffs or slow you down. Like, there's some that have buffs, some that have nerfs, some will just drain health as you... Some will drain health as you fight, some will give you kind of vampirism, so if you do damage you'll heal a little bit. Like, they provide a good amount of fun. I have no idea how I did that move, to be honest. It seemed like I blocked and then just threw the shield from halfway across the screen. So we do lose Cassandra, but that should be okay. To be totally honest, I have Nightmare as my anchor here for a reason. Because I don't feel anywhere near as comfortable playing Xianghua or Cassandra as I do playing Nightmare. And to be honest, with Nightmare, it's just like, I trust like 2 buttons, and I feel very comfortable and confident in those. But yeah. Also, I don't remember how you get them. I think they're like hidden away in some corner of Weapon Master mode after you do a lot of stuff. But everyone has a joke weapon. I remember Link's one is he has like a bug catching net. I imagine Astaroth probably has like a toy hammer or something. And also, yeah, that forward 2, that is very much just an anchor move against... Like, that is a move I can always trust with Nightmare. It just works. Okay, so, this is... Okay, yeah, this is just like evil team in here. Like, honestly, if this popped up right before the final boss, I wouldn't be too surprised. As, like, Astaroth, Nightmare, and Cervantes, that is, like, that is pretty close. I would not have been too surprised if that was like, hey, you beat these guys and then you fight the last boss. Okay, so now we fight Nightmare, who, again, obviously I'm playing as Siegfried Nightmare, because obviously, Siegfried is Nightmare, but whatever. Yeah, I will definitely say Nightmare, probably one of the coolest designs in a fighting game. And, like, I think he kind of just works so well with the kind of Black Knight aesthetic, and it just works so well for him. That, and also, you know, the fact that he always has the Soul Edge, this just, like, horrifying sword with just an eye growing out of it. It just looks so cool. Okay, we managed to get through Nightmare of Xianghua, and now hopefully we can get through the Dread Pirate Cervantes. I'll be honest, Cervantes is so cool. I mean, to be fair, I think I just like pirate characters, and it just so happens that he is, you know, one of the main ones I can think of in a fighting game. Now that I think about it, I can't think of many pirates in fighting games. It's like Cervantes. I think Spinal from Killer Instinct is technically a pirate. Like I think he was like a Viking pirate or something. I don't really know. It's been a long time since I played KI. Okay, so Yunsung, Keelik, and Raphael are our opponents for stage 3. So I guess we're running this back, because I'm pretty sure we fought Yunsung on stage 1 as well. I will say, the spin, like the wind up on that spin is really long, but you seem to get a decent amount of stun out of it if you're hitting. I mean, obviously, we are not getting the chance to here, but you know what? We still take the round. Barely, but we take the round, and that's what matters. I mean, we probably won't get any damage out against Keelik before Cassandra goes down, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah. It wasn't much, but that's, what, like, 15-20% probably, I'd say? I'll be honest, I'm really bad at, like, guessing. Like, I'm really bad at just looking at a health bar and seeing just guessing a kind of rough percentage for it. So, yeah, I kind of always either massively overestimate or massively underestimate it. But, with that could have been really bad. But hey, we managed to get through here, so now it's just Raphael to fight 2 of our fighters. And, yeah. Xianghua is a character who I always wanted to play. Like, I always liked Xianghua. I thought her design was cool. Well, I thought her weapons were cool. And, honestly, she suffers from the same problem I have with Xiaoyu, where it's just like, I like her character, I just, like, her gameplay just never clicked with me. I mean, to be fair, there's so many characters in fighting games that I would love to play, but I've just never clicked with them. Anyway, on to stage 4. Cassandra, Mitsurugi, I think, and Link. Honestly, the AI might give a better display on how to play Link than I do. Because, to be totally honest, well, the AI probably knows, you know, at least most of what Link's moves are. I mean, hopefully we can get through. Hopefully we can not lose the mirror match, but, I'll be honest, yeah, we lose the mirror match, that's not great. But you know what, I believe in Nightmare. I mean, I slightly believe in Xianghua, but I mostly believe in Nightmare. And this, like, I'll be honest, I never really paid a massive amount of attention to it, but Soul Calibur has really nice looking stages. I mean, to be fair, I guess that works with, you know, the great music, the cool character designs and everything. So I guess it, you know, makes perfect sense, and also, I think just having good stages is kind of one of the... I think having good stages is something that's really important for a good fighting game. And I don't know if I'm the only one who kind of wants this back, but I do miss fighting game characters all having their own stage. Like, I completely understand why they don't. Like, I completely understand why it's becoming very less frequent. Like, I know why it's much less frequent that they all have their own stages. Because, you know, I imagine having a roster of like 50 characters and then just taking like 25 minutes to figure out which stage you want to play on could take ages. Okay, that's a bit hyperbolic, but still. I do really enjoy just good fighting game stages, and I can't think of... the last fighting game I can think of that had everyone have their own stage is Killer Instinct 20... Hang on, give me a minute, I'm losing and I'm having just a dread moment of just like, that game came out 10 years ago. Like, yeah, that's, hoo boy. But yeah, like, I remember every character in that game had their own stage, at least for a while. I know that the final few didn't, I don't think. Like, I don't think Shin Hisako did, I don't think Kilgore did, I don't think Eagle did, because I think they all, like, shared stages with people, and I don't think General Ram had one either. But to be fair, that's to be understood. That's understandable. I don't think Idol might not have either. Like, I know that all the characters I know that the characters that were in, like, when I was mostly playing, I know that they all had their own stages. Kind of unfortunately, my favorite, I am glad that stage select does exist, Because, I'll be honest, my favourite character did not have my favourite stage. In KI 2013, I mostly played Riptor, and Riptor did not have my favourite stage. I was very much someone who would just go like, yeah, we are going to Thunder, or TJ Combo, or usually, whatchamacallem, Cinder stage. Cinder stage is also really good. Although, to be fair, you really cannot go wrong with any stage in that game. Because, one, they all look so cool, and two, all of the music is great. And, yeah, so as it turns out, Forward 2 with Nightmare. Trust. It just works. Will it defeat the Hero of Time? I don't know, but Forward 1 certainly helped. I'll be honest, Nightmare is a character who I know very little, like, in the way of combos or anything else for, but I just trust in, like, 2 basic buttons so much I feel confident playing him. And we should win here. No. 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 No, we aren't getting... We nearly got destroyed by that. That is a really cool looking throw, not gonna lie. Okay, so this is the final stage. Raphael, Link, and Inferno. Okay, Link immediately coming for the run back. I mean, to be fair, I can't even blame him. And then, obviously, we have to fight Inferno at the end as well. Inferno is the boss character in this game, so of course we have to fight him at the end. So now, this is basically just going to come down to, can I get through this without losing too much? Like, ideally, like, because obviously, I'm going to have to fight Inferno with whoever I have left, assuming I even get to Inferno, because let's be real, that first round with Raphael did not go well. Honestly, I think this one might be a lost cause. Like, I'll do what I can, but I don't see it working out for me in this one. Okay, yeah. So we lose Shanghua as well. So we now have to beat everyone with just Nightmare. Fortunately, we do have the forward 2, and we immediately missed it. So you know, the plan didn't work. The plan didn't work. The time has come to panic. Okay. So that is Raphael down. If nothing else, we didn't lose the OCV. If nothing else, we didn't get OCV'd. Because that would have been pretty bad. But yeah. I know that Link uses... Like, I know that Link has, like, the bombs and... Like, I know he has the bombs and he has the boomerang and everything. I do not know, like, what the proper time is to use those. And we just got... I guess we just got kind of stabbed in the stomach like 4 times and went down, okay. As you do. Okay. So I think that was our second loss? Actually, that might have been the first one. No, I think it was the second. I think that was loss number 2. So hopefully we can get through a bit comfortable. Hopefully we can get through this a bit more comfortably. If nothing else, I cannot grab this man. Like, I ran up to try to grab him like 4 times and just caught a light every single time. I shouldn't have done that. I basically just completely threw that. But hopefully we... Okay, I was really hoping I could get a... Okay, no. Okay, fantastic, okay. We didn't take much damage on Shanghua, so we might have a chance here. Also, love the red tunic for Link. Unfortunately, from what I recall of playing Ocarina of Time, that dungeon kinda sucks. You know what, let's just... Actually, this is going really comfortably so far. Okay, no, that didn't go too well. Can I get him? No, he parries, that's not great for me. I didn't even know he had the jump in Spain. Okay, fantastic. I mean, I say fantastic, we have no health left after on Shanghua to fight Inferno, but you know what, we have Nightmare, so it might be okay. Huh, okay. Okay, yeah, we just lost immediately. But that's fine. We just need to win 1 round. Nightmare versus Inferno, who is posing as... Sungmina, okay. I say that like I know the matchup and how it would impact it, but you know what? When in doubt, we mash 2. We mash forward, forward 2. Because you know what? Sometimes it just works. Sometimes it just works. I feel like every time I play Siegfried, I just mash 2 and it works. Anyway, with that, we've now defeated Inferno and we've defeated Team Battle Mode. So, yeah, I can now add a little thing that's just like, hey, how did we do? Ooh, I can put the thing for Team Battle Mode right next to one for regular arcade mode. So we can basically just have a look at them side by side. I think they both took 2 or 3 attempts. And, yeah. And then we can put those next to all the other fighting games we've done on Arcade Assault so far. So I will call that a pretty good success. I think this was definitely one of the lower level. I think this definitely took less continues than a lot of the other games that I've done. I think this might actually be like second lowest. Second or third, probably. And, yeah. With that, I can also update the graphic to be like, hey, we are now 3 out of 5. Because it is Wednesday when I'm uploading this. And, yeah. We have 2 more days left on our path to Evo. So hopefully you will look forward to those. And as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.